to bed.
Whatever. I do that.
And
go
I
to
take
bed?
over his watch.
Yep.
On the bright side, there was lots of smoke.
Thankfully, we have an extra bedroll, don't we?
Yeah, you do.
Yep, might need that. I'm all grumpy and sitting around the fire now.
Crotch all exposed.
Yeah. Wang hanging out. Christ.
Watch those mosquitoes, man. They'll get you right on the
Yeah.
tip.
I'm like trying to mend my shorts now with like whatever I've got left.
She's got some twine.
Fucking Jesus, fucking Smurrrrh. Good, dude.
All right. The rest
Not a
of
big
Smurrrrh's
fire,
watch.
he said. I'm not gonna do a big fire.
I didn't do a big fire. I did multiple small fires.
Light your crotch on fire, son of a bitch.
Can I hear him grumbling? I'm like, dude, my hands were burnt. It wasn't on purpose.
I love the
Yeah.
fact that Smurrrrh is totally fascinated with the one thing that can kill him.
Fire.
It's my arch nemesis and my friend at the
Yeah,
same time.
you're enthralled by it. Yeah,
Like a moth.
Enthralled.
yeah. Enthralled.
Enthralled.
Well, I got incinerated in the face. Fire and I have a great, connection.
Yeah. After time passes, Smurrrrh, your hands stop hurting so bad and they go back to normal, you notice.
I figured.
But it takes a while.
Yeah.
It does take a while. The rest of Smurrrrh's watch passes uneventfully, Riclamin.
That's good.
Would you like to begin your watch now?
I think I'll just go wake up Colby.
Okay. Good morning, Colby.
Again.
As I wake him up, do you have that other bedroll? Your friend's bedroll?
Do I have it?
You have the backpack, so yeah, you would have it.
Wait, would it be like a halfling-sized bedroll?
He wasn't a halfling. He
How
was
does
human.
he be a halfling?
Was he human? I
He's
thought he
human.
was shorter.
He was
he,
human.
he just incinerated halflings, that's all.
Oh, okay. That's where I misunderstood.
I
Okay.
said,
That would have been
no,
funny.
I threw it out of the haversack. It's just in the pile over there.
Alright, I go grab it. And
Okay.
Everyone's
I'm
a
gonna
halfling Smurrrh.
go sleep somewhere else, but not where my shit's all wet.
And on fire. Or on fire.
And we're on
Yeah.
fire. No, it's good.
There's a nice warm spot of blackened stone there.
It's a trap. Don't do it.
I'm just gonna go to bed. Just let me go to bed, damn it.
Don't we become bullshit on our physics again?
You can
I
go to
think the
bed.
quality's dropping all of a sudden here. I'm getting really bad.
Yeah, like everyone's going into a dungeon.
You're all,
Yeah.
You heard that too?
You're
Oh,
crystal
sort of.
clear on mine.
It's leveling out a little bit now.
Okay.
Okay. Due to popular request, you are finally allowed to just go to bed. Just let this night end. All right. Colby, you notice the bugs seem to be getting worse as the fire goes down.
I'll stoke the fire, get it back up.
Stoke the fires. Notice a large group has actually started landing on Smurrrh's face.
What?
Bugs.
There's mosquitoes landing everywhere. See them covering Riclamin.
You mean Smurrrrh?
No, I mean Riclamin too.
Oh, okay.
He's just watching us be attacked by mosquitoes.
I don't really
Lovely.
think you can get attacked by mosquitoes.
Fantasy mosquitoes, man.
Does anyone have the DM guide? I don't. I need to read something in the page 265.
I have the DM guide.
Yeah, but I need to read it while you're doing something. So, do you have the electronic DM guide?
I'll shoo away the mosquitoes on their face.
Okay. A lot of full mosquitoes fly away.
It's fine.
265. What are you looking for on here?
That robe. I need to write down its shit, but
Oh, okay. It had nothing to do with what I was doing.
no,
Okay.
that's why I wanted to do it while you were busy doing.
Well, it was 2 something the page that I'm looking at, so I was like, "What do you? How are you on to this?" Okay, so the rest of the night passes uneventfully, as far as you can tell. Let me look at something right quick before we go on. I need a good. I need a good. Fail. And okay. We're good. The next morning, everyone getting up.
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm glad y'all all got up. You get to see the full terror of the campsite now. The blackened stones, the charred bedroll over there. You notice that the skin thrown in the fire did not get completely destroyed, but is blackened beyond all use. It's kind of a hard, crispy bit.
What is?
The
The
skin.
skin.
Oh.
In the middle of the fire pit, but it's mostly consumed. It'd be a frisbee if nothing else at this point. Leaving it in there 2 or 3 more fires, it'll be gone. It's definitely unrecognizable.
Ren the frisbee.
The lady cleric begins packing up her stuff, scratching, itching, and coughing.
And coughing. Uh-oh.
Malaria is a bitch.
She loads her stuff up onto her horse, unties it, gets the mule back on the wagon, looking around at y'all as y'all do what?
I'm gonna pack up my shit and get ready to head out.
I don't talk to her, so she didn't really feel like talking to me. She was gonna kill me.
Right.
Where does the
I pack up
knowledge?
my shit, get on the horse.
Where does the knowledge of the dangers of the swamp and that kind of stuff? Where would that fit?
Knowledge, geography, probably.
Would I gain any knowledge being a seasoned healer?
From your heal skill, possibly. +2. So that's your roll?
I'm just thinking.
Okay.
No, because if being a healer doesn't, if I don't if I don't know the dangers out here, then I would never think to do a knowledge check.
Right.
Just
Yep.
happen to be exceptionally good at healing things which I don't understand.
So sometimes your methods of healing can be kind of strange. You bleed the bad humors out of them, and but it works sometimes. Like the leeches and maggots thing. That's actually good stuff, but it's old.
Hmm. I go up to the cleric woman there,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, hey, you're pretty handy with the whole skinning situation. Is there anything you could make out of some owlbear claws and some wyvern horn teeth? Is that your kind of stuff? Like, if I wanted to make something out of it, is that something you could do?
Says I dabbled in taxidermy. I could give it a try.
Oh, okay. I show her the. I have these. I show her the claws and the teeth. I was thinking maybe some kind of necklace or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we could make a talisman out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds alright.
Let's try for it at camp tonight.
Okay.
Maybe this project won't get burned.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I don't know what Colby's problem is.
She looks over at the other cleric with that and actually just kind of winks at him.
She's like, I'm pretty sure, Smurrrrh, I explained to you what my problem was.
I'm just disregarding what he said completely.
He's still sore.
Yep.
So, they're mounted up. Riclamin, did you get mounted?
Yep. Gathered
Colby?
my shit, mounted up.
Yeah, clean up the campsite and get it packed up.
The party takes back
I
off
need
down
to
the road? Where you going?
pray at some point.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. Yeah. Pray. I should have thought about that one too.
I'm doing that before we leave. Just
Yeah.
don't engage any combat until or check with me. I gotta tweak some of my spells.
Okay. Fair enough.
Are you telling us this?
No, I'm just saying if we're gonna say that I prayed and we're gonna move on, don't engage anything because I haven't decided on my
Tweak.
spells yet, and I don't want to have you guys sit here waiting while I pick my spells.
Or
I'll
metagame
warn
it,
you if
pick
y'all
the
are
spells
fixing.
after we're in.
I'll warn you if you're fixing to get into some chance of combat. But currently, it seems fairly safe.
Let's ride.
Just
The road
basically
is-
stop before like
Right.
until I say that I've done my spells. Yeah.
The road is seeming to get into a more shoddy state today.
Like we're getting to a more weathered area of the road.
Mm-hmm.
Shoddy how? Like muddy, rocky,
Little, muddy, rocky
overgrowth.
spots in it where like a stone's missing, so
Okay.
pothole.
Like was it a cobblestone road? Like is that the?
It's been made with stones, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much
So,
cobblestone.
Okay.
Some bigger than others.
Right. Okay.
This is me.
This is
What? Are you guys having private conversations?
No, check chat and Skype.
Chat
okay.
and Skype. Oh, it didn't bleep for me. Like usually goes bloop bloop.
All right. The party rides into the distance.
Oh, that's right. Gotcha. That's what you do?
Yeah.
The bugs are still pretty bad today. They're bothering you and their horses. Seems like you're all on the menu.
I cover my face with some mud if I can find some mud
All right.
in my
Smurrrrh
arms.
gets muddy.
Why?
Smurrrrh goes, I get rid of mosquitoes. Face down in the mud, comes back up coated in leeches. See?
Yep.
Alrighty. And that's for Smurrrrh. Okay. The trip seems to be going all right, if a little bit slow.
Okay, I'm good, Sragg.
You're good now?
Yep.
You notice the horses aren't seeming as lively in their step today, even though they've rested and ate well.
Man, the horses.
Healer, work your magic on the horses.
And then a loud cracking sound from behind the party.
We turn.
The mule roars out in protest with a bray. As you see, it is stuck because the axle on the cart broke.
You son of a bitch.
Bye.
Mule pulls again and just starts.
do we all see that the axle's broke and
You can see the wheel is laying out stupid to the side. It's pretty easy to tell that's what happened.
guys, our wagon is busted. Can anyone make a thing to fix it or something? I can
Nope.
get wood.
Let's go.
What about you, girl? Can you make shit to fix this? She's good at making stuff.
Scratches her head. I couldn't try to help.
So we're just leaving our shit? Like,
Our feed and a
I'm
fucking
asking-
mule? Fuck them.
Well, how about we load up as much as we can put right on the mule?
Okay. You start tying bags onto the mule.
Much as it can reasonably carry, yeah. Maybe a little bit lighter because the train's so horrible.
Okay. Everyone's good with this. Just leave
Yeah,
the rest of it here.
Putting bags on the mule?
Well, he's wanting to take some of the feed with y'all, so your horses will have something to eat.
Oh. Yeah,
Assuming,
whatever.
yeah.
Well, because I'm
Sounds-
yeah,
assuming
because the wagon was pulling food for our horses.
I don't think our horses are going to be around that long. All right. Yeah, let's do it.
You don't know that. All right. So who's got the mule tied to their horse?
Not it.
I usually
Cleric.
have the back, so.
Okay.
The other cleric.
All right. It takes you all to gather everything up, but you do get it together. There's a lot of feed left in this wagon. Farewell, wagon. You will be missed. And the party continues on.
Guys, even our wagon is sick.
I have to talk to that guy for selling us a faulty wagon.
And about nothing else happens.
We make it to Silver
Free.
Moon?
No.
Oh.
You're still 2 days out. This is the halfway day.
That was great. We make it to Silver Moon? He was so excited.
Oh, he said nothing else happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good.
And turns out you guys win
It's
the game.
starting to get dark though. Y'all haven't come upon another camp spot anywhere.
Starting to what?
Get dark. Every time I'm rolling this for a time, it's an hour going by.
Are we
Horses
out of
are
the
getting
swamp?
slower. Oh no.
All the horses are still getting slower?
All the horses seem to be getting slower. The mule doesn't seem to be bothered by anything. The mule doesn't care.
Like,
You start get
how does, like, heal work on, like, can I heal anything?
you can try. It's
No, I'm asking whether or not I know if my heals work on non-humans.
like towards an animal, you're gonna take negatives. You're meant to use it on human.
So I
or
heal them just not as
humanoid.
well.
Right, you can still kind of use it, but
Okay.
it's like, yeah, this medicine works great on dwarves, and it's poisonous to the horse. But whatever. you
Well,
know.
except for magical healing.
Right.
Okay.
Magic is magic.
Right.
It does magic things.
Right, unless they happen to be undead horses, they're gonna be fine.
Right.
Same with the magical spells for removing disease, etc.
Yeah, a magical spell, if it removes disease specifically,
Okay.
it would help an animal. starting to get darker.
Are we?
Well,
You say
that's
we're
just-
still in the swamp terrain?
Yeah, still swampy terrain off to the sides.
Can we find a patch that's suitable for campsite? Survival check, I
I'm-
guess.
That's what I'm wondering. Can you find a patch that's suitable for a campsite?
Like, what time of the day is it?
The sun is just barely setting. We're going to go with it's about between 6 and 7.
Okay, so can we continue forward with our everlasting torches till we find, or to increase our chance of finding a better spot?
This is possible. But I'm not saying anything else. It is, yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna help look for said spot.
Yeah, we'll trek forward for an hour looking for
So you
to
go
increase
1 hour after our torches.
to increase our chance of finding a better spot.
I'm gonna use my
Is there still
survival.
tons of mosquitoes and stuff?
Yes.
Using my knowledge of survival, is there anything I can think of that would help ward off some mosquitoes?
Your mud idea was pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
I just
All right.
use survival check.
Continue on for the hour to find a good campsite.
Oh, Chantal's calling. I'm still
All
listening.
right.
Survival check. Bang.
Okay. Your survival check plus this roll here.
Well, that's my survival
Rec-
check.
Riclamin calls out, "This looks like a pretty good spot." You start going off to the side. You hear a horse scream from the back.
Whoa. We're not going off to the side to find a camp spot. If he was going off the trail, I'm not letting him go off the trail.
He found a good spot. It's not very far off the trail. I'm waiting.
That's the best spot I could find? I couldn't find
Yes.
like something closer to the road.
Sorry, I wasn't clear
It's
when I was
pretty
looking.
close to the road. It's about, I'd say about 20 foot off the road. It's not that far.
Sorry, what's the what was that?
Y'all found a nice camp spot about 20 foot off the road.
Okay.
I've got to tell you that the horse is going to scream either way. When you
But-
look back, you'll know why.
That's not. No, I was making sure you weren't trudging us through some friggin' pit to get to
No.
this camp spot in the. Like, no, when
He found a fairly solid piece of ground.
Okay, with a decent path to it.
Yes.
That's what That's what I didn't want you to do. Okay.
Yes. Okay. You found
That's what I
a
didn't
decent
want you to
path.
do.
No, I didn't want him to like. Yeah, you found a path 100 yards off the forest, and getting there, you fell into like a pit.
Oh,
No.
Like if
No.
when I was specifying I was looking for a site, it was like as close to the trail as possible.
The problem we have in the back is the shadow play off of the torches and the rocks has lamed one of the horses, the one the cleric chick was riding, and she seems to be laying beside it unconscious currently.
Lamed?
Yep, broke its leg.
So we scared it, is what you're saying?
No, it stepped in a gopher hole. It's a
Broke
bad
its
thing
leg.
for the horse.
Yeah, not good. Well, looks like we're eating tonight.
what?
Was that Smurrrrh? Smurrrrh said something about good eating tonight, I think.
At least let me see if I can help it first. What's the positioning of this horse?
It was the last one on the trail coming off. It was right behind you, actually. It's laid over. The leg is still stuck in the hole, and it's very unhappy. She's laying off to the side of it, face down, unconscious.
I'll go and grab her and put her to the side or something, and try and see if she's awake. Snapping my fingers, sort of. Hello.
All right. You and Riclamin run over to her. He's trying to get her face up. Okay.
Yeah, we learned what happens when people are face down last time.
Okay. Let's see. We need a roll from the cleric if he wants to try to do something with this. Other than putting it down. Well, of course, I need a roll for that too. So it just depends on what you want to do.
Does it look like I could get the horse out of the hole?
You could definitely get the leg out of the hole, but it is very clearly not going anywhere, to your knowledge. From what you know of horses and this type of a break, you can cut the leg off,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
but
it's going to slow you down for the rest of the trip.
magical healing.
Yeah.
No.
It's too bad.
Okay. Then I'll go back to the orc and or to Rick and say, "You've got to put the horse down. It's beyond my help. I'm not using a mace to put it out of its misery."
I was hoping to see him over there. Why?
Bludgeoning the horse to death.
It's Javier Bardem.
I had
No Country for
flashbacks
Old Men.
of
Call
the
it.
raccoons that Bob nailed. Were you there for that, Darren? When Bob
I
hit the
was.
raccoons? Oh god. He's mashing its head in with a rock and it's not working.
I was not.
Oh man, it was brutal.
I remember you guys came back. You were all like ghost faced.
Oh man. I was holding the flashlight watching the raccoon writhe around in pain as Bob smashes its head in with a rock because he had nailed it with the car and it was suffering. Then he's like, after the fact, he's like, why didn't I just run it over again? Yeah, why didn't you just run it over again? Good question.
And screw that up somehow.
Had to get personal.
What? Okay, so what do I see on this other cleric?
Yes. What do I see?
Did you see the Skype thing? I clicked over?
No, I can't pull up Skype.
No, you wouldn't have seen it.
Seen what?
Oh. Okay.
I answered a question that was sent to me. Okay. So you leave the horse screaming, kicking, and walk over?
You talking to
Yeah.
me?
You see,
Then he
Yes.
said, "You need to put that down."
okay. He
As he
says, you need to put that down, and walks over and looks at the cleric chick, and does something?
as he looks at the cleric chick, I guess I say she's all red and she hit her head, I guess, but I don't really know why she's all red. And I'll go back over to the horse and attempt to put it down.
Okay.
Okay,
Did ask
so
me.
how does the mechanics of me recognize what's happening to her?
Well, first you roll dice. You add your heal check in. And then you can try to figure out what happened. And then we go all CSI on it. Depending on your roll. It might
Get
not
out
be
the
CSI.
lasers.
Let's see. 15. Okay. She banged her head on a stone when the horse fell. But it seems like she might have been on the verge of going unconscious before this. She's succumbed to red ache.
Red ache?
Yep.
Explain what red ache is.
It's a disease that turns the skin red, bloated, and warm to the touch. You recognize it after a closer inspection. It
Does
is
he
most
recognize
definitely red ache.
as a disease? Does he know this?
Yes. Yeah, you recognize she's got a disease.
What else do I know about the disease? Like, is it caused by other diseases? Where does it come from most often?
It's just something that sometimes people come down with. Usually it's from some form of injury or injection.
Hint, hint.
I'm making him tell me, so I'm not metagaming it.
Right, no, that's fine.
Just seems kind of odd.
So I recognize that she has the disease.
Yep, you recognize that she has a disease. You do not see anywhere that she could have contacted it. I mean, she broke her skin when she hit the rock, but it usually takes at least a day for this thing to set in. So, I don't know. Pretty weird.
That's it?
It's pretty weird. She did break her skin when she hit her head with the rock, but
No, that's the
takes-
incubation's not. The incubation's too fast for it to be that.
oh, because it takes 1 to 3 days for this to go full blown, and she seems to have went full blown and within a 24-hour period. So I don't know.
Within a day.
Well, yeah, within a day. Unless something happened maybe 2 days before, maybe a day before y'all met her. Maybe she pricked her finger on something, Maybe she got it back in the tavern. There's no telling.
How long have we been traveling for? Hasn't it been a few days?
It's been a day. Like, this is completely reasonable. Like, she
Yeah.
could have got it with us.
She could have got it with y'all, or she might have got it beforehand. So there's no real
Right.
telling. But
Germs, Colby. Germs.
So I killed the horse
Smurrrrh.
and I walked back to the group.
okay,
I asked Colby, "What do you know? What'd you find out?"
She's suffering from red ache, and I'm about to attempt to cure it.
Riddick.
I just. Oh,
Can I
cord
use
just dropped
my-
from the call.
all right.
Can I use my healing check to help
I'll be.
You can give him a +2
stabilizer or
bonus.
something?
I'll be praying to Paylor for this one.
How did you kill the horse?
I took up my axe and I cut off its head.
So you just went a bloody chop, blood
Yep.
spray everywhere. Okay.
Well, it wouldn't spray everywhere. It's cauterized. Come on, man. It's a fiery great axe.
Oh yeah, fiery great axe. nice
I-
catch there.
I would be. I would be willing to bet though, like if we knew how to ride horses properly, we would know how to put them down properly.
I'm not about to do some fucking finger painting with blood. Not Smurrrrh.
Well, actually, Smurrrrh's gonna cook it.
Well,
Y'all heard that, right?
He said he was gonna cook it.
Yeah. You get dinner tonight.
Yeah. I got my rations. I'm good.
I don't know, man. Smurrrh's cooking.
Yep.
That's more appealing than trail rations any day, right?
Quit trolling me.
I'm not. I'm being honest.
Not killing my character to a fucking illness.
But that seems like it's in line with how the party's been dying so far, right? Drowning, disease, but taking out some big monsters.
Meh.
And getting a splinter and dying from infection.
Yeah. Just contain us in a little bubble. Insert our little bubble to go attack monsters, and then loose us on the world and put us back in the contained, germ-free bubble.
To core back it.
I think so. That was kind of creepy.
Okay, I'll cast remove disease on her.
On
Maybe.
her?
Yep.
Do you had that already?
I did.
You did. How many more? What do you have here? Let's see. Current spells. Remove disease.
It's level 3.
Oh, that's a big one. Okay, you remove her disease. The red skin fades away. She seems to be merely unconscious now. Not red and bloating.
Praised.
Did you
She's
seriously? Did you
unconscious?
say that?
No.
She's still unconscious?
She's still unconscious, but she's no longer red and bloated.
She did whack her
Okay,
head.
I
I'm
wanna-
assuming the head wound's still there.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and
Okay,
use
then
my
I'll-
healing belt because I'm interested to see what it does.
Sweet. Well, how much do you use?
Just one charge.
One charge, 2d8.
What is he using?
His cursed
Electrocute
belt.
victim.
Clear.
Clear. Heals her for 10. Her eyes open. She looks up. Sees Colby over her. You saved me.
Really? You're going with that? No, this is out of
No.
character. I'm like, I expected to get shanked.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
your
she
horse
comes
broke
to
a
and
leg.
who was doing what? Where were y'all positioned around her, honestly?
I would have been
Um,
off to the side, sort of, watching Colby do his thing.
I would have.
Don't you have a horse to deal with?
I thought
You
Rick
have
was
cooking
dealing
to
with the
do.
horse.
No, he dealt with it.
Oh.
You have cooking to do.
I didn't realize I was out. My Skype was off. Maybe I didn't realize he had already killed it.
Yeah, it's dead.
So,
Rick,
I guess
remove disease.
we probably would have been on each side of her.
Okay.
I was kneeling down
Kneeling?
at her foot, grabbing her ankle when I
So you
delivered
touched
the
her
charge.
ankle. Where did you touch her to remove her disease?
Probably would have touched her forehead.
So you're touching her head, and he's touching her leg, and she
Loaded
comes to, and there's guys crouched around her with hands on.
That's in your body.
Okay.
It's a touch, not a hold.
I know.
Yeah.
It's an
Touch.
ankle.
Touch.
It's an ankle.
So she wakes up, eyes shoot open, sees you touching her head. That's okay. Looks down, sees the fighter grabbing her leg,
Touching her leg.
touching her ankle. Yes.
There's a very distinct difference between when you touch somebody and when you grab them. Or at
What are
least
you
there
doing?
is when I envision the way that my character heals.
She looks over and sees the horse dead, and then just kind of accepts it and what happened.
That's the question.
Yeah,
You know what?
happened?
I'm not actually gonna cook the horse because they were sick.
Because
so
why? Huh?
were sick.
What?
Germs.
They were sick.
You don't know that.
Well, they were
He
getting
does
slow and
actually.
sick.
His character.
Germs.
Germs.
Well, that's right.
He's very paranoid of germs.
And y'all, no one else in the world knows what they are. But he learned something from the sorcerer that died horribly.
I think seeing that the horses were getting kind of sluggish after days, whatever, and more sluggish than normal would be sort of an indication. But
Are we ever gonna have horses? Are they just gonna constantly die and die off? Anyways, I guess I'll just say you you fell off the horse. The horse collapsed on you and you hit your head. That's all I know.
the horse broke its leg. We had to kill it. I was gonna eat it, but I decided not to.
I would like to think that my character
Riclamin.
would have possibly
rations.
connected the dots between her being sick and falling off her horse, and now I've noticed you've said it a couple times. We've noticed a behavior change in the horses.
Roll D100.
Ooh,
Fi-
D100.
50 and higher, you can connect it.
Connect the dots. Connect. Yeah.
Good job, Colby.
Dr. Colby?
You're not
Dr.
a derp.
Colby figured something out.
Okay, but I suspect it, so I want to go
Yeah.
to one of the horses that's not dead.
Yeah.
And shave it to make sure it's
And-
red.
See, I haven't had much experience with horses, like in real life, so I
So-
don't know. But I want to look. Can I see past their fur to see their skin underneath?
You're not sure if it even would manifest the same way. You're probably going to have to roll a heal check with a negative to it.
Okay.
Let me see what's your exact. I'm probably going to give you a -6 for working with something you're not used to.
I gave
Colby,
you
what's
rations.
going on? You checking stuff out there?
Hey, Smurrrrh, I gave you rations. 'Cause you
Ah,
asked.
excellent. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll explain to the party. Like she was sick, and
Oh,
the
no.
horses hadn't been acting like they. Even though we've only had them for a day, apparently we know they're not acting normal.
Yeah, I didn't want to eat that one. These horses have been funny.
So it's possible that they're sick too.
Germs, Colby, germs.
So you want me
Smurrrrh.
to do my heal check on the horse?
Huh?
The mosquitoes are really bothering you right now.
I'm gonna get some mud.
Okay, yeah, heal check your horse.
Nope.
Your theory is sound, but you can't tell.
I can't tell if the horse is infected. Okay.
You don't doubt your theory, though. You think they might be sick, but you just can't confirm it.
Hmm. Just out of game, like, I don't want to. I know this is a fantasy world, so I just want to make sure that it's just following just its own set of fantasy rules as far as like diseases can affect anything no matter what. Like there's cross species.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, there's
centaurs
particular
exist.
ones that they wouldn't get, like this one eating devil flesh is the way you get it. They wouldn't get that because they're not going to do that. But most of them, like this one, they would get.
Yeah, it's like any other video game where you can cast a curse on a boar if you want.
Well, that's what I was just verifying, that it's following like
Yeah.
fantasy rule diseases rather than. Well, no, you can't catch a cold from a horse because it can't cross the species barrier.
Well,
You have the
centaurs.
equine influenza.
Yeah.
Man, the quality's dropping again for me big time.
Same here.
You're like a giant pixel on my screen.
It's got to be Sudbury.
Did you say you look like a giant asshole on my screen?
Pixel.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't
Sragg's
know.
coming
Yeah.
through crystal clear, so are you, Ryan.
Hey, look,
I
there's a giant
know,
asshole
you-
on my screen.
Sragg is coming crystal clear to me, and you and Andre are both
Yeah.
pixelated.
For me, it's Ryan is clear, Darren is uberly pixelated, and Sragg is fine.
You look like Darren.
Well, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
No problem. You're
Well-
fine, Sragg. Fine.
Looks okay on my end, so.
Cool.
All right.
No homo.
I didn't realize it was a contest, but I guess I win.
You're the DM. You win everything.
We have Canadian internet. It's igloos and horseflies.
I don't know if flirting with the DM is an acceptable practice to get us out of this.
Oh, I'm so past that being able to help.
Hey. Hey there.
So
We don't want to get the red eggs. Hey.
Well, you put down the horse. You've decided not to eat it. She takes all of her stuff off of it. And she's looking at it, and, well, we can't leave it in the road. So she grabs the back leg,
All right, I'll grab the other end.
and you see that she just beefs up all of a sudden and drags it right off the side of the road.
All right then.
I recognize that.
I just let her do it.
Most of it leaves the ground for the last few feet as she flags it off the side of the road.
So I picture she just did like a 360 fling with the horse.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great.
Hey, that's pretty cool. I can do this. I get big.
I'm going to refrain from the comment that popped in my head.
No homo.
Hey, hey.
She slaps you on the thigh as she goes by and winks at you.
Oh, too funny. All right, go
Heads
back
down
to normal size.
Help setting up camp.
Are we
So-
setting up camp where I found? What are we
So
doing?
Smurrrrh's sitting here looking at us with mud in his face, right?
Yeah, he's covered in mud for some reason.
But the other
keeps doing
question is he fighting off mosquitoes like the rest of us are?
No, the leeches seem to be keeping them at bay. I wasn't kidding. You're
Was he
rolling for
seriously
something
covered in-
else.
Is he seriously covered in leeches?
He's got leeches and mud everywhere, yeah.
Gross.
But no
I would probably
mosquitoes.
pick off the leeches, but that's okay. I'll just say that I'm wearing them.
Okay. He gets covered in leeches, he picks them off, but while he's covered in the mud, he seems to not have any issues.
Sweet. I got an idea. Here's what we do.
Okay.
I take out the decanter, and I go find some dry dirt, and make mud.
He
Hey,
be-
wait a minute.
the
Dry
fighter
dirt
wanders
isn't
off on
wet
an
dirt
epic
mud?
quest.
We're near a swamp. I'm looking for dry dirt, not
Wouldn't it just be
specific.
dirt?
Good luck. The fighter goes off on a quest for dry dirt in the swamp.
It
Yeah.
is so long.
He's never seen
Hey, wait.
Frog again.
I know, Riclamin. We could dry some over a fire.
Yeah, that was the next plan. I just take my axe and I chop at the ground and hope the fire evaporates the water. Oh,
The
man.
fighter attacks the ground.
I'm not. I was a joke. I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna go with it.
No.
All right.
I remember my sorcerer guy inventing this potion called Deets. We need some of that, whatever that is.
Deets, yeah.
Okay, so did we start our fire yet?
No,
Okay, so I'll start our
these
fire.
things don't just happen.
Well, they did last time. I didn't start the fire.
We didn't start the
Stop the
fire.
fire!
All right. She goes and starts chopping down a crappy-looking tree, trying to get some wood.
Wood.
Thank you. I wanna be the ultimate
Hey.
Is there wood suitable to make start a fire?
It's pretty crappy, but she's gonna try. She
Taking
wants a
some of
fire.
the leg with us.
So we're in a swamp. Are we talking forest that used to be a swamp, or like a forest that's now a swamp, or just flat out swamp?
Pretty much forest that used to be a swamp.
So
I
there's
mean,
lots of
back-
nice
backwards.
tall standing
Yeah,
trees
swamp
that
that used to be a
are
forest.
dry up top.
Swamp that used to be a forest, and not so much tall trees. They're mostly pretty small.
Can I try
And
and make my horse feel better?
Wow.
How do you want to do that?
Wow.
Well, a heal check.
This stuff goes on YouTube, so perhaps you should
I
not.
wasn't trying to make him more relaxed. Like, hey, maybe, hey.
Well, let's roll a heal check and see. Actually, I don't know if he's even shared. Yeah, you said they might be sick, didn't you?
Yeah.
You did. Did you say that? You said that out loud.
Yeah, I did.
So yes, your horse might be sick. So you can roll a heal check and try to make it feel better. Let's see what you do.
All right.
-6. Remember, this is an animal. You're used to dealing with people.
Nope. But carry
So
on.
11 minus 6.
No,
That would be
Oh.
a what? 5?
no, that's already -6.
Is it? What the? How'd you do that? How is that -6?
Sorry, my math's wrong. No, it's -4.
Oh, okay.
So 9.
So. To make your horse feel better, you coat it with mud. It's working for Smurrrrh.
Yeah, why not?
He removes
You're not
the
sure if
leeches.
it's ineffective or not. You did your best, though.
I did.
Do you pick the leeches off?
I do.
Okay. Anyone else got anything for me?
Are we setting up shop here? I guess. Yeah, making a fire. Okay.
How?
Are we off? How far off to the side of the road are we?
About
Not far.
20 feet.
20 feet?
Yep, not very far.
20 feet, probably the furthest distance from the road.
Okay. So how does treat disease work?
Treat disease?
In the heal thing.
That's to help them fight it off a little bit. I believe it's like give them bonus to their saving throw against it.
Right. So like, has saving throw already happened? Like, or does it continually happen?
The first one happened. The first saving throw for the disease has happened already.
Right.
The second saving throw is what, when you're treating them, is to help them get past that one, because usually it'll hit you twice.
Okay. So like if they succeed the second one, do they cure themselves, or how does that? Like
No,
you
they
can't just get cured.
still,
You just delay that. So can
Right.
the heal skill ever actually remove a disease?
no,
It can just
you can't
delay
actually.
it.
Right.
Okay.
You pretty much, you can help them get past the extra damage they would take with it until they can get cured. Or in your case, until you can cure it yourself. So, Smurrrrh was helping gather wood to make fire. Right? Yes,
Yep.
no?
Yep.
Okay. Colby is researching the cure for red ache.
Well, I can't really research it. Just portable library. I just happen to
Riclamin
have
is
that in the
covering his
hole.
What?
Riclamin's covering his horse in mud. Smurrrrh's cutting down dead trees, and Colby was.
Well, I
trying
was
to figure
gonna
out.
cover myself in mud without the leeches.
I sent a picture of our camp in Skype.
Pretty close.
I made a tree fort.
Wow.
I think it says Smurrrrh on the side of that 110 almost.
Smurrrrh and the chick have gathered up enough firewood. They have gathered up more than they need, actually. They're trying to start the fire. But it's damp, so it's not burning too well. And it's creating a lot of smoke.
Is there less mosquitoes because of the smoke?
Yes. You too? What else? The horse is already covered in mud, and so are you. So.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay. How's my horse doing?
He's cleaner than Reclaman's horse, but they both look about the same otherwise.
Like, what about is he having the same sluggish?
He looks tired. Must have been a long day.
That's the connection I make?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Could be. It was a long day. He did have to carry you all the way through.
No, but I did.
You are made of metal.
But throughout the day, was he sluggish like the other ones?
Yep.
Did I perform?
Either all your horses are acting sluggish or your mule's hyperactive.
I don't think that's ever been a description of a mule, so. Okay.
What now? What are you doing, party?
Let's set up for watch and get some rest.
Cleric chick sits down by the fire and starts sharpening her axe. Looking at the rest of you. Two of you covered in mud. One of them whose horse is covered in mud.
Who's looking at us? The cleric?
The cleric chick. She's just like.
She's swatting mosquitoes and we're not. Yeah.
She hadn't made the connection yet.
This works really well.
You gonna tell
So
her
I
that?
see
Yeah.
Smurrrrh and Colby now covered in mud. I decide to do the same without getting any leeches on me.
Okay. She also smears herself in mud. Okay.
It's always good when you see him delightfully go, okay.
Yeah, okay. things that happen. Yeah, exactly.
You didn't pick up
gotcha.
the acid mud. It's okay.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yet.
How close to the fire do y'all sit?
It turns out it's not mud, it's oil. Or tar.
A comfortable distance.
A comfortable
Uh.
distance?
Oil has a very distinct smell.
Huh? What?
Oil and methane and hydrocarbons in general have a very distinct smell.
To the
Yes, they
average
do.
person.
So how thick did you mud yourselves up?
It's a thin layer.
So not a very effective layer?
You tell me.
I did one that
Thick
was
enough to keep the mosquitoes away.
enough to keep mosquitoes off, yeah.
Okay. But not good enough to harden and turn
Nothing
your
that's gonna
terracotta
make me
soldier
turn
there.
to stone.
I'm just messing with you now. Now I
Flesh
am
to
trolling you.
You wake up solid as a rock. And not that in that good way.
Heyo.
So let's have your position sitting around the campfire here. What's going on? Are you sitting
You're
around the
right.
campfire?
The morning wood.
Sure.
Just take 4 points of a compass.
Okay.
What time is it? Yeah, that's what
Fair
we're
enough.
doing.
Oh, and I talked to what's her face about making me jewelry again. The talisman
talked
she
to
was
her-
talking.
She seems very happy to help you out with that.
Cool.
Like, how big a fire did we build? I don't think we would have built a big fire, did we?
Well, y'all have a lot of experience with big fires. It depends.
We're building one
Smurrrrh?
to keep us warm, and the amount of smoke it's generating, we can't make it that big, or else we'd friggin' suffocate ourselves.
Right. You think that too, huh?
I'm just asking for
I like our-
confirmation from the rest of the party if that's what they did.
Yes. I gave you confirmation. You are indeed suffocating. No.
The reason
it's
I'm
not
asking
that
is just because like I don't picture us being like particularly far apart from each other when we're sitting in this 4-pointed compass. Like it's not like a friggin' 10-foot wide fire. It's like
No.
it's a proper fire to keep warm, and that's about it.
Yeah. She's sitting over close to Smurrrrh now, actually. She goes and sits by him and start putting together, stringing up the talisman for Smurrrrh.
Cool.
She keeps inserting the rope into the hole, and pulling it out.
Oh man. Can I
Well-
say I'm a big guy?
Someone had to lose. It was you. I was sitting there. Who's going to pull off first? It's got to be somebody. Okay.
Smurrrrh's
Got
the
pretty
only one
good
that hasn't
rolls.
pissed her
Talisman's
off.
coming along well. So, what are you two doing? They seem to be doing good over there. She's giggling a lot for some reason,
Well, Smurrrrh usually
but she does worship strength. She worships strength, so I don't know.
Smurrrrh, you got first watch. I'm going to bed.
Alright, whatever.
Night.
Cleric just falls over.
I'll be right back.
Night. And I go to bed.
So it's just like a real watch. She leaves.
All right. So you two fall asleep, leaving Cleric and Smurrrrh alone, fixing the
Yep.
talisman.
What talisman are they fixing? Sorry.
You don't know.
The
They haven't gone
talisman
into detail. on it.
The talisman.
No, like
happens to be hanging from his waist.
no. I was just
He's working the talisman.
the way
Alright.
the way he said it. The talisman. It was like, oh, there's just this talisman that we apparently knew about before. So
Yeah, I gathered that too.
that's my assumption. Then I'm like, wait a sec. I don't know anything about any talisman. Oh Well, I'm unconscious, so I guess I'll dream about a talisman.
Mhm. Okay. You're good with being the agent of chaos, right, Smurrrrh?
He's a fucking poster boy.
You have no problems with this?
No, I'm pretty sure we killed the poster boy for chaos. Well, we didn't
Do you
kill
have-
him. We didn't
Do
save
you have
him.
anything in particular you would like to accomplish this night, Smurrrrh?
I think he's disconnected, or he needs some alone time with the cleric.
Yeah, he's stuck in freeze frame mode for me.
Wonder what
I
happened.
have to say, the call quality, really terrible at the moment.
Yep, he just got dropped like a bad habit.
Oh, he's moving, and he's not moving. Musical interlude.
Hello?
There we go.
Hey,
We got voice.
Okay, sorry. I don't know what's going on with my internet. It's been flaky as of late. I tried updating the firmware of my router. It doesn't seem to make a difference.
Shrek
Did you
was
have
just
anything
explaining how you're
particular
about
other
to
than the
be the agent of chaos.
What's
I
that?
was asking, do you have any problem, like anything in particular you want to accomplish this evening, other than
Who,
your
me?
talisman? Yes, you.
Whatever. No, whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens, happens. Is that your final
Yep.
answer?
Really?
That's my final answer.
Really?
Okay, settled. All right.
He knows he'll be fine.
For a reason I have to kill him.